I just realized when I hit record on this video, I seriously have to come up with a YouTube background. I have to set up my studio to be super fancy and just I can keep my camera on one spot. When I hit record, it looks good every time. But anyhow, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a product that I bought truly for myself. And I bought it because I wanted to use it on my electric bike. I wanted to find a speaker that is portable but really had the functionality to where I can bring it anywhere with convenience. And I tried a bunch of other products. I tried products from Bose, Soundcore, even Jabra. It's one of their speakers, but it's more for business, and other companies, or even the Apple HomePod Mini, where my biggest frustration with that product is it must be plugged in. So it's a HomePod Mini. It's not meant to be portable. If it was a Bluetooth speaker, it would be amazing, but it's not. So as far as connectivity goes, now and the power source. So when I got the JBL Clip 5, I got this for exactly that because I've been riding my e-bike so much and with just listening to more and more podcasts and audiobooks, I really have been going through my audiobook subscription. I said this is perfect for so many scenarios in life. Now, when looking at the specs, it's Bluetooth version 5.3, 12 hours of battery life, 3 hours additional with playtime boost. Now, that 12 hours is about 50-60% volume, just FYI, and it's IP67 waterproof and dustproof resistant. But it's in the design. So the design is where all the value of the money is, of paying $79 retail for this. Now, even when I look at the JBL Clip 4, I see that in so many colorways on Amazon for like 40 bucks. Even in the Amazon Renewed store, it's like $39. It's just, I don't like the look as much as this. This has a beefier look. I'm thinking, okay, it's new, so I'm pretty sure the speakers are more upgraded. I haven't tested it against the JBL Clip 4, but even with the backing of it and looking at the design of the little rubber grip back here, the feet, if you will, the bottom of it, it looks so much better than their other clip designs. So I just went with the newest one. Plus the carabiner on how well this snaps into place and how much space there is and hanging it anywhere. I'm able to hang this on my bike handles, on my backpack, on my messenger bag, or sometimes even on my shower rod curtain or anywhere else where you just need to clip it somewhere. In my backyard, it's nice that it's IP67 water and dust resistant because I haven't dirtied it up, but I am planning to use this and rough it up way more than the past week I have. I love that too because I can keep it anywhere, whether I'm doing gardening or I'm riding my bike and it happens to rain on me, which, yes, has happened. I mean, it's almost going to rain right now. There's storm clouds coming in. And so it's just such a beefy, durable product. And it's USB-C with its charging port. So nothing slow. Even going further into the functionality of it, you have your play pause, your skipping tracks, previous tracks, volume up, volume down, pretty much everything you would need, including pairing with additional speakers, which I'll get into the app, that are similar to this or other JBL products, Bluetooth connectivity, and also your power button. So, and an indicator letting you know how much battery life you have or if you're running low when it goes red. Now, that's just the design aspect. So, what about the sound? For me, sound quality is bananas. I just love that sound so much. So I did that in real time to show you how long it took to connect. What was that? About 3 seconds? I just think that's so cool, the little sound effects. So anyhow, overall, when I'm playing a lot of hip hop or even with rock music, but especially hip hop, this thing rumbles. Like it rumbles to the point where if I was playing music with a cup of water, you're going to see the cup of water shaking. And that may sound dramatic, but it does. It sounds so rich and it has so much bass. And I really noticed it when I had my backpack on and I was going to a yoga class and I had it attached to the strap on the front and it was just vibrating against my chest. And I was like, my goodness, you can feel the music so strongly with this. I did not think it was going to have that much bass. Now, with rock music or Noah Kahan, Tool, Jason Mraz, or Deftones, I'm trying to just throw out bands. Everything sounds so rich in the treble and in the clarity of the instrument separation and everything. I mean, you can adjust all this within the app. I'm talking the JBL Sound Signature. No disappointments with hip hop, rock, listening to podcasts, anything. I just wasn't expecting the sound to be so rich and stronger than even my previous Bose speaker where it had that strap. And I did a review of it. It's the Bose SoundSport speaker. I loved that thing for a while, but it doesn't have the bass or the umph that this speaker does for a few dollars less. So that goes with the sound quality. Now, the only unfortunate thing about this speaker that I wish it had was microphones. It doesn't have any microphones. If it had that, I would say that's the only thing. I don't know if you'd ever use your speaker as a speakerphone, for business calls or anything like that. But to me, that's the only flaw out of anything I could think of for this type of product. Now, again, mentioning the carabiner, one thing that I noticed when putting out my bike is, yes, the aluminum right here is really kind of painted on, because I'll show it in B-roll. There was, after one day of using it, a lot of wearing down of that color. So, and this is the silver one. So underneath you can see the silver metal and the aluminum or whatever it is. I forgot what material it is or what metal it is, but it wore down really quick. So I would say if you expect to attach it to anything that's metal as well, probably just get the black color or something unless you don't mind. But every other color, I know it's going to show that wearing down even from the outside over time. And this is only a week of using this. I haven't noticed it attract a lot of dust or anything, or a lot of dirt, even using it outside. I haven't dunked it or gotten it very wet often. I've only been rained on once. So that was the only time it got wet. And it was working fine the whole time. No issues whatsoever. So what I do want to get into next is the app and the app usage. Now, when it comes to the app, you get everything you need. So you have an equalizer here. You can customize it with any kind of sound signature you want. I kind of go mid-heavy depending on what I'm listening to, but I keep it at the JBL signature most of the time. Now you have Playtime Boost, where if you hit the info icon, it says Playtime Boost will boost the volume of your music but consume less battery. So it disables the EQ, but the biggest thing I notice is it's very mid and high heavy. It reduces the lows pretty drastically, so it's just not giving that much bass. There's a lot of treble, and you notice it especially with listening to like an audiobook or a podcast. That's when you notice the difference in the voice change. You're like, okay, there's a ton of treble. You have your stereo groups, so if you have another JBL Clip 5, you can pair them, or I think it's with most JBL products in general, if I last checked. So you can connect all of them at the same time. And then just product information. So that's literally it for the app. Gives you everything you need, and it's a lot of fun. So to me, even if we include all the different colorways you can get, the colorways are incredible that JBL came out with, in my opinion. I mean, it's funny how I went with this white version, but I just been in that mood, having like a more, modern, just clean, keeping everything in my house neutral in its color. It's either got like a wood color or a white or something, and that's just been my phase right now in life. But I really did consider getting that purple one. That one is pretty dope. So anyhow, I hope this review was helpful. If you are considering buying this, definitely get it. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. And I even went on a bike ride. There is this thing called Tour de Fat in my area where they have a bunch of people all morning on a Saturday just riding their bikes up and down Old Town in my city that I live in my town. And it was so much fun to blast music and to have other people join in riding beside me because of how loud my speaker got. And that was dope. That was like right after I got it. So anyhow, I really appreciate you watching this. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you're doing well.